to a new episode of, well, I don't really know if this is a new episode of the Out There podcast. I mean, it kind of is because we're going to be talking about a lot of things that pertain to it. But this is just a different kind of video that I wanted to try out. I just kind of wanted to just talk about life, have some gameplay footage in the background. We got Black Ops 6 loaded up. I'm currently using the Tonto 22 submachine gun. Definitely having a lot of fun using it in game. The slower rate of fire does make it a little challenging, but honestly that also kind of adds to the fun factor of it. We're just playing a little team deathmatch. But yeah, basically, so we're going to talk about some elephants in the room and just kind of address them. Just kind of get on the major points, touch on those. That's kind of what I want this video to be. I just kind of want this to be a video where we all touch base. So with that in mind, we're going to talk about. So, first order of business. School is out, my summer starts next week, and as a result, I will not have access to the radio booth that I usually broadcast from. In fact, if you're watching this, I have probably turned in my key as of this video being posted. Now, that being said, I do still want to continue doing this show to maybe not exactly the extent that I was doing it while this was in school, but I want to keep doing it in some way, shape, or form. I plan on recording episodes at home on my own equipment. I've got a Blue Yeti, and I've also got this headset mic, which isn't half bad. And I've got Audacity. I've got all the software for it. I have all the tools to make these videos and episodes at home. In fact, this episode you're watching right now was entirely done on my computer. Usually, I use the school's computer to edit audio and that kind of thing, and I was also broadcasting, but that's not an option anymore. Unfortunately, I ended up having a lot less Fridays to do episodes. It was a lot less than I thought I had, and additionally, I was just a lot busier than I thought I would be. This week is also especially busy for me because I have my finals this week and next week that I have to be studying for, so whether or not I can actually sit down, write a script, record, edit, and broadcast an episode, that's all TBD. I'm going to provide a little bit of context for this whole show, what this whole Out There channel is, because I feel like a lot of the views I get are people who kind of don't understand the context, and I haven't really provided much context in the YouTube videos either, so I'm just going to take some time here to explain it. Basically, this whole show was done for a class. It was done for a college class. It was done for a communications credit. And it's just a radio show class. You pretty much make your own show and write for it, broadcast it, all that on the school's equipment. And I decided to make a YouTube channel to post the audio from the broadcasted episodes just to archive it. But as I was creating the channel, I realized that I want to make this a big thing. I want to actually turn this into a multimedia project because I enjoy making this kind of stuff. I enjoy making videos and recording and editing and all of that. The issue though is that when it's for a class and it's during the school year, it is about as time consuming as a final project. Every single episode, I'm putting in about as much work as I would for a final. And this is every week. It's like having to do a final every week. And there have been some challenges from that. My physical health has kind of gone into the toilet recently. I'm doing better now. I think it was just allergies and stress from finals, but there was a while where I was just congested. I was coughing up all kinds of mucus. My throat was really dry and scratchy. I was having intestinal issues and digestive problems. And I'm fine now. I'm doing a lot better now. I think now that I'm a bit more used to it and I've been getting more sleep and going outside more, that the weather's nicer, though the physical health is not really much of an issue anymore. But it was at the time. And additionally, my mental health, that was in the toilet a while ago. Basically, I have been dealing with burnout for a good while now. This has been an issue since freshman year of college. Basically, I've been trying to balance all of the coursework. I've been trying to squeeze in hours to work. I've been doing Uber Eats as a side hustle because, quite frankly, that's the only job I've been able to get that actually accepted me. There will be more about that later in this video, but I was basically trying to juggle all this coursework plus Uber Eats, and then this year I had to also juggle the radio show. And I'm not saying that it was a burden. I really do enjoy making these videos. I really do enjoy this. This is like my bread and butter. It's just that there's so much other stuff that was on my plate that it became too much. There would be times where I couldn't even get out of bed because I would just be so exhausted, and I just literally felt like I had no energy in me to move. But things are a bit different now. It's summer. I don't have to worry about turning in essays or papers for gen ed classes that I honestly don't think are necessary for me to take, and honestly probably only exist to squeeze money out of the students here. What? Anyways, because of this, I really want to take the show and do a lot more with it now that I have more time available. I want to do more outdoor videos. I want to do some hiking, maybe some just general hunting, to kind of just explore the land around me and the forests and parks, maybe talk about the history and anything possibly cryptid related to that area. I want to do more episodes just recorded outside. I want to record episodes in the outdoors. I couldn't do that before, but now I can. I can literally just go outside and do it. Additionally, we got some COD gameplay footage in the background. I also want to kind of expand on my other YouTube channels some more. I've got a gaming channel. It's called Japanese Mammal. I'm going to put the link to it in the description. You can follow it if you want. That's going to be where I post all of my gaming videos and more just kind of general vlogs that don't really relate to cryptids or the out there thing. I think that Japanese Mammal is just going to be the Joseph show. Like this is a whole thing about cryptids and the outdoors and folklore and all that, but Japanese Mammal is going to be like just me and my life and things like that. I think that's where my life update videos will be posted and all of that, unless it directly relates to the show like this, in which case I'll probably post it on either both or just this. The point is, more videos on all channels will be out this summer. I've definitely got all kinds of ideas I want to put into play. I'm not going to share all of them, but I've got some gym things and archery videos and more cryptid episodes and all of that. I've got all kinds of content planned. And also, another kind of benefit about not being in school is I can actually post some more weapon-based videos. I mentioned archery earlier. That's something I kind of wanted to dive into more, but I kind of couldn't because you're not really allowed to have that kind of thing on campus. But I don't have to worry about that for a bit. Also, I want to start making some more firearm-based content. That includes airsoft. I actually do that as a hobby. I finally have the right equipment to protect my GoPro from getting absolutely demolished at a game, so hopefully I'll be able to record some footage out there in the field, and also maybe some real steel stuff too. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Honestly, there's been some recent legislature passed by the state that might make it a little bit more challenging to do those kinds of videos, and a lot more expensive. So we'll see how that goes, but in the meantime, I do want to kind of expand my content. That's the point of this section. On the topic of new content, the next order of business is the cryptid hunting trip. Now, it was supposed to happen this week. I understand that. It is going to have to be delayed again. The reason for that is because, number one, it's finals week, and I have a lot more to do than I thought I would. I really want to make this happen, and I really want to make this happen. There have been some setbacks with people who were supposed to go and I thought would be a lot more available this summer, but are actually not going to be very available at all for the majority of it. So that kind of, I have to keep that in mind when I'm coming up with dates, and I have to factor all these things in. So I'm going to tentatively plan a date. Hopefully it will be by May or June. It's got to be by then because one of the people who's supposed to go with me is literally not coming back until mid to late August, and he's going to be leaving in early June, so we don't have a whole lot of time when it comes to this. So I'm not going to officially promise anything because I honestly don't want to keep telling you guys it's going to happen at a certain time and then just keep saying, oh, it's postponed. So it'll happen when it happens. I really want to make it happen either this month or early June, and I am going to try my best to make it happen then. But as of right now, with the current situation for not really myself, but the other people going, it's going to have to be tentative. And I might just go myself. I really want to go with other people, but worst case, I might just go myself. So we'll see what happens there. Something else about this summer, too, that I wanted to kind of address is just job hunting and life. And this is more of just the whole life update thing. I'm just going to include it in this video because it's pretty relevant. So I will hopefully be working this summer, which might affect times and upload dates. I don't know yet. In all honesty, I have had a pretty awful experience applying to jobs so far. I've been stood up for 2 interviews at this point, in which I have literally shown up to an interview and the manager just literally refused to come out to greet me or talk to me at all. I sat in a restaurant for 1 hour after telling multiple people who work there that I was there for an interview, and they said they'd get the manager, but either they never got the manager or he just chose to lock himself in his office because I literally sat in there for an hour and talked to nobody. And then another time, I had a phone interview, sat at my desk for 1 hour, no one ever called, even though for both interviews that this happened, I had scheduled it in advance. But I don't know. The job market sucks right now. That's nothing new. Everyone knows this. It's just, oh my god, it's frustrating. So if that doesn't work, I've got other plans, and in all honesty, it might just be Uber Eats, which I'm fine with, because then at least that way I might be able to do some vlogs along the way, kind of be my own boss, work my own schedule. But I do want to have an actual like work experience job that I can put on a resume, something with a more kind of stable salary and income. But it is what it is. Hopefully I hear back from some of the other places I've applied to, because I applied to a lot of places, like a lot. I also intend to probably take off the fall semester next year to continue working, because like, I'm gonna be real with you. As of right now, I consider getting job experience more important than getting a college degree in journalism, because I am 90% sure the reason I'm getting rejected from everywhere is because I have little to no work experience. And I'm kind of regretful of that, because I could have done a lot more in high school, but I instead kind of chose to devote all my time to extracurriculars, and I like doing those extracurriculars. But that was a lot of time that could have been spent getting work experience. And for better or worse, I am starting to feel the consequences of that. So at this point, I need to get that work experience. I need to get stuff on my resume. This whole college thing is cute. It sounds cool on paper, but like there are better ways I could be spending my time right now. Like I need at least 1 semester to just knuckle down and start working and get in the workforce. I will be coming back in the spring and possibly continuing this show in the radio format. I know I'm going to do my best to keep posting on the YouTube channels. Whether or not I'm broadcasting on air through the radio station is TBD, but I know for sure I'm at least going to keep doing this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you guys a little update about what's going on. I'm looking forward to this summer. I've got a lot of fun stuff planned. And yeah, I guess at this point we'll just see where the future takes me. But the way it is right now, I'm excited to see where it takes me. So I know I've had some issues with the whole college thing and all that, but overall, I think I got a good feeling about this summer. I think I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done, both personally and YouTube channel wise. So with that, we're gonna wrap this up now. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you want to, please subscribe and maybe check out some of those other channels too. And yeah, I will see you all later.